New Beginnings for me is something I've been coming to since I was 2. New Beginnings is what got me through school. New Beginnings is where I met the docs that gave me the energy to get through school, and that created the opportunities for me to now be practicing in Peru with Dr. Liam Schubel, seeing very high volume. And New Beginnings is where I come back to be with my like-minded doctors, and it's opened every door for me in my chiropractic career. So this weekend has been absolutely incredible. I get to be back with my friends that I graduated with from college and the best doctors in the world.
If you want to be salty, if you want to be spicy, if you want to be the feral one and make sure that this gene, this DNA that was carried on from DJ and DD and all the others, if you want to make sure that is going to live on, it is crucial that you disengage from the bull.
That it definitely chooses you. And I am so honored and grateful and humble to be in a room with such amazing, open, loving people. And thank you for keeping me on purpose and helping.
But there's a point where you come, and instead of giving, you come here to take, you come here to give. There's a time in our professional lives when we have to realize that we're not going to be here forever, and how can we make our imprint? How can we make a difference? That is a cool point. Because
if you do the work, you get the carrots. And I work my ass off. It's not work though, because I love what I do. In fact, I'm really retired right now. I do this because I love it, because there's nothing else I'd rather do.
I sat in my first philosophy class. I want you to start identifying maybe this way you felt the first time you heard about the philosophy. I knew I came home.
What are you going to do with chiropractic? Tell me something.
I'm here with Chopsticks, Ning over here, and we are going to bring chiropractic, Jim, like they've never seen it before. Those West Coast guys, Glowacki and DeMoss, bring it on, brothers. We can't wait to see you over here, and we are going to rock the philosophy of chiropractic like never before.
That's what I like. Good, principled boys in chiropractic. Ciao.
You know, I got these problems. Just said it. You know, are you sad? Do you sometimes get sad? Do you sometimes get tired? Do you sometimes wake up in the morning? You know, you're depressed. You know, it's ridiculous. So, let me tell you a little something that you should be sharing with your patients. It's about the FDA's indictment of itself. Has everyone heard about this? No? Well, Google it.
Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a well-attracted, well-preserved body, but rather to skid down the sideways with a chocolate in one hand, potato chips in the other, a body thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and screaming, "Wow, it's been a ride."
Because it changed my world. Because I understood a truth. As there are certain factions in our profession who want to remove our terminology, get rid of our philosophy, and attempt to medicalize our profession, the philosophy by which our profession distinguishes us rises up like the phoenix from the ashes and displays its might and expresses the toll we have paid.
Doctor, come share with us. This gentleman came all the way from Sweden to see you and you and you.
Connected, I learned to stay focused on my purpose. And I share these stories for you to introspectively look at your own life. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you already know what you could do. You know what you could do better on Monday. You know what you could do better every time you lay your hands on someone.
So I'm about to embark in this journey of knowing what it feels like to have a child and know that my life will never be the same when Noel and Nathaniel was born into this world.
I mean, there's so many miracles along the way that happened for her. They told us she's going to be sick. These kids had asthma and allergies. They wound up back in the hospital with viruses and pneumonia. Never to this day. My daughter is 13 years old. She has never taken...
For me, this is my 5th New Beginnings, and I remember I came to my first one last January. And I was fortunate enough to get to New Beginnings because I went on a mission trip with Todd and JC, and I met Jane Kathy Hand. And I cannot thank you guys enough for opening me up into the world of principle and chiropractic, because I didn't know that. I didn't come from that.
This is my testimonial to coming to New Beginnings. I found out about 3 days before the event what it exactly was. I haven't started chiropractic school yet, but I know it's an interest of mine. I'm going to be starting at Life in July, and just coming here has reassured me and inspired me so much more to come. Seeing all these successful doctors that are so passionate, so loving, so caring to what they do, and are only here because of the love of what they do. And it's very inspiring to want to get into that profession and want to share and have that passion that they have.
Cross are just absolutely insane. They laugh at you, they giggle, they don't pay attention, they have no clue what you're saying, but you just got to get out there and serve. All right.
2-year-old on that. You know, so think about the lives that were just changed there through chiropractic care. Not from me, from their own bodies taking care of themselves the way that they can when the interference is taken away.
Sometimes we forget how big this thing really is. You know, BJ said you never know how far-reaching something you may think so you do today can affect the lives of countless millions tomorrow. That also works in the opposite.
You can let go of those things. You can be you. You don't have to be another Bernie or another Sharon or another Jay or whatever it is. Because there'll never be another one of them. But there also will never be another one of you.
Are we growing ourselves to produce the promise of chiropractic? Or are we changing chiropractic to modify to our lifestyle? Take self-inventory, ladies and gentlemen. Without judgment, without guilt, it has nothing to do with that. It's just a reality check.
My name is Alexandra Gerdell. I'm a student at Life University, and this is my first experience in New Beginnings. It's the first week of our quarter at school. I'm in my 12th quarter, and this has just been a phenomenal environment to be starting the quarter off in. Just with the energy, the opportunity to meet incredible doctors who are out making a huge difference in the world and out changing lives and carrying our profession to where it needs to be. And it's just been a great weekend, and I can't wait to come back.
The moment that we have right now is that we have the opportunity to try and fashion our arguments, to try and fashion our discussion and our perspective within the language and terms of today. Because one of the things, the last thing that I learned from Bruce, Dr. Lipton, that I kind of knew and I kind of appreciated, but moved to a very different level in the last 10 days, was the wisdom and the genius of our forebears in chiropractic. The genius that DD had. That his conceptualizations of the nature of the universe are what cutting-edge physicists are talking about today. He didn't use the same words, but he used the same ideas. He didn't use the same scientific expression, but he used the same principle of reasoning that went behind it. Our basis as a discipline is coming into a time where the path of society, the knowledge of society, and the experience of society is paralleling ours in a fashion that we've never seen before. If we can appreciate the parallel, and we can appreciate that the consumer is listening to a radio station on 95.6, and we're speaking on 95.8, and it just takes a little tweaking of the dial, and we come in loud and clear. That's the moment that we're in.